Okay, May, still in the quarantine. Just got back from doing some shooting with my daughter and a buddy of mine with his girls. Had a lot of fun. My main reason to try to get out today is I have a new revolver that I wanted to try. Whenever I'm going to start carrying a gun, I usually have to go through a process. First, I sight in at 25 yards. Shooting 158 grain full house 357 Magnum loads. Do you have a spotting scope? I have my binoculars. Hold on. Let me get a group going. You can see the gun hardly jumps. Then once I get it on paper, I verify at a closer distance exactly my carry ammo, where that's exactly hitting. Checking my final carry load, a 140 grain Barnes. Where's it at, Mark? In a dime? You're pretty good. Then from there, just shoot and have fun and try to put as many rounds through the gun that I can to make it deemable to be carry worthy. I think you need to shoot at least 300-400 rounds out of a gun without any worries or hiccups before I would deem it carryable. The gun today we're going to talk about, everybody knows I'm a revolver freak, is a Chiappa Rhino. Now, these guns came out over a decade ago. They started with a snub nose, 2-inch. Then I believe they had a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6-inch. I've been watching them for about, since they came out, and always had a lot of interest. Was very curious about the guns. I'm gonna unload this gun, make sure it's sound. Always was curious, thought about buying a 2-inch back in the beginning, but kind of didn't like the way that the rear hammer was also the sight, so held off. Well, a few years ago they came out with a 3-inch variant. Now, if you're not familiar with the Chiappa Rhinos, it's an interesting gun. Instead of the barrel going off up here, the barrel fires off the lower cylinder. So what that's supposed to do is give a more inline push to the gun, which therefore reduces muzzle rise. Now, after shooting this for a while, I can tell you it still kicks like a 357 Magnum, but instead of rising, it pushes straight back. Do you have a shot timer?
I don't have a shot timer.
You have a phone with a shot timer?
I'm not giving you a shot timer.
Steel's fun. Was always curious. Then, about a little over a year or so ago, they came out with a limited edition bronze Cerakoted one. That kind of pushed me over the edge. This past weekend I found one, picked up the gun, brought it home, immediately went to my gunsmith, Lester Knight's shop. Lester does action jobs on all my revolvers. I'm a big Smith fan, even though I have some Colts, some Casuls, but mostly Smiths. I'm a big Smith head. Don't own a revolver that Lester hasn't done some kind of massaging to. So within 2 hours of me picking this gun up, I was at Lester's shop. We pulled the cover plate off. Took a look at the inside, played around a little bit, lubed it up, put it back together, and debated doing an action job. Now, this gun has a very mechanical feel, but all in all, it's pretty smooth. And I'm used to very good action jobs. The neat thing about this is it's got a rear hammer, but the hammer is a cocker, basically a cocking device. The firing pin's down here. It's got all the normal revolver inner workings, but they're all just at a different place and a little bit more linkage related and complicated. But all in all, not a bad trigger. I believe in the beginning they had a lot of complaints about the triggers. Well, after we went over this action, lubed it up, I put a bunch of dry fire caps and I've been consistently dry firing, and it's getting smoother and smoother to the point where I don't even believe I'm going to need to do an action job on. It's that smooth. The interesting point is when you use the cocker and cock it, you see the little red little nipple pop up. That is your indicator. You can bring the hammer back and let it down and drop the indicator. Just an interesting thing. So alloy frame, steel cylinder, steel in the rear, lower mounted barrel, a lot of different ideas, but I was curious. I really do like the sights. It's got nice fiber optic sights. Of any revolver I've ever owned, this has the most semi-automatic feel. It's a very square gun. Like I said, within minutes we had it, basically the cover plate up, taking a good look at the inside. Shot it in Lester's indoor bullet trap to see what it was like. Today was the first day we took it out and actually tried to shoot it. The one thing I do not like about the gun is the small rubber grips. I don't have a huge hand, but I don't have a small hand. And even though I can get a decent purchase on it, it's still, I'd like a little bit more grip. Also, I don't like rubber for carry because it catches and prints so badly. So I had purchased a set of aftermarket. Let me drop this in the holster. The original rubber grips. These are the polymer Charging Rhino style grips. What I do like about the gun, I do like that it runs on moon clips. I'm a big moon clip guy. I've always been a big fan of these. Nothing is as quick as a moon clip. I've also picked up Speed Bees, speed loader. So between moon clips and the speed loader, that's the way I'm going to attempt to give this a carry. More importantly, holsters. No one really seemed to make a good holster for the 3-inch, only a few companies. I've been buying some Garrett holsters. Now, if you're not familiar with Garrett, Garrett makes an awesome, awesome holster. You see that, hon? Super smooth, very quick to get in and out, very nice. Let me set this down. So what you have basically, nice leather loops, very well done. It's a Kydex holster, but the inside is leather lined. So you get that leather type feel, but great rigidity. You can order any recant you like. Let me just get that zoomed up. Super good fit. Super smooth. I've also ordered a side guard holster from Eric. When that gets in, I'll update the video. So, thus far, my shooting impressions of the gun. Once I find a grip that I like, I really do like the gun. The gun has not had one light strike. It has not had one malfunction. It's shot very well. It's incredibly accurate. The recoil, while that 357 snap is still there, you'll see in the video, I put a GoPro on my head and shot a couple rounds just so you can see what the gun's doing. All in all, yes, it's got that sharp kick of a 357 Magnum, but it does drive directly back. You're good to keep yourself back online quickly. All in all, really neat, space-aged, very cool revolver. Glad I waited till a lot of the bugs came out of it. Again, like I said, trigger super smooth. It's compact. I like it. All in all, the Chiappa 3-inch Rhino, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good little carry gun, and we'll see how it goes. Appreciate you looking. Thank you.
Yep.